We're 100% prepped for this hurricane, and now we wait. Gotta love a good hurricane. I've been working on the new pig water project with these IBC totes you see right here, and there's another one back over there. I got these things for free from a friend almost 2 years ago now. His grandparents had a farm. They had these IBC totes, and he gave us a whole bunch of stuff, chicken waters, chicken feeders. But these IBC totes were part of that whole thing. I had long-term plans to turn them into a pig water, so I wanted to just have something that we could fill 2 or 3 times a week and then call it good. I've been working on the project, just kind of taking my time with it, filming as I go. And the project just got moved up. And the reason for that is there's a little hurricane named Henri coming our way in New England.
I'm French! Why do you think I have this outrageous accent, you silly king?
Now here in New Hampshire, we don't get hit very often with hurricanes. We get a lot of rain. You know, whenever a tropical storm or hurricane hits Florida, it kind of moves up the coast, and then we get dumped on with a bunch of rain up in New England. What is happening here is a lot different. As you can see in this shot here, the projected path of the storm is gonna send it right into Long Island, Connecticut, and Rhode Island as a full-on hurricane, and it's gonna stay a hurricane until the eye of the storm gets to about Massachusetts, 50, 60 miles directly south of us. And then when it hits us, it's gonna be a tropical storm, and we're gonna get hit with the brunt force of a tropical storm. It's not just rain anymore, it's gonna be winds too. And I love our house, but we are the last house on the electric line that comes into the area. So when power goes out, we tend to lose power for longer than anybody else. And on a major storm, we're talking 3-4 days sometimes. Our generator is not capable of powering our well. It's something we've looked at doing for the future, but we don't have it yet, and we haven't figured that piece of infrastructure out. So as of right now, when the power goes out, we have no water. And with 6 turkeys, 9 pigs, like 50-ish chickens that lay eggs, and 62 meat birds right now, water's important. To prepare for this whole storm, I'm gonna head out. I'm going to gas up all of our gas cans, gas up the diesel for the tractor. Not that we're gonna need the tractor, but if I need to move logs or trees that come down, it's nice to have that diesel. But I'm also gonna head over to my father-in-law's. I'm gonna grab his pressure washer, and we're gonna clean these tanks out once and for all. I started working on them. You can see the brush sticking out of that one there. But really, I just wanna pressure wash the heck out of them. So that's what we're gonna do. The storm's not gonna hit till Sunday. It's Friday now. So by the time you see this, the storm will have hopefully passed and not done too much damage. But I've got 48 hours from right now to get situated. So let's get to it. I'd much rather be asleep right now. So we are T-minus 36 hours until Hurricane Henri.
Did you eat some peanut butter or something?
Yeah, you sound like a dog with peanut butter on the roof of your mouth.
Hits us here on the homestead in New Hampshire. Still working through Getting the IBC totes ready to store water for us and the animals. Just doing some other prep. Fire up the generator. Fire up the chainsaw. Make sure the gas in that is still good. Otherwise, it should still be good. But that's what we're doing today. Or at least for the next couple hours. I've got to actually go. Gonna go into work this afternoon. So I have tomorrow off when the storm is actually gonna hit. But I've got to work today. So I've got a few hours this morning. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna do what I can to get everything ready. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, we're set. First though, as always, gotta feed the pigs. I think this tank is about as good as I'm gonna get it. Because it's not gonna come off with a 3,300 PSI pressure washer. It's not gonna come off at least quickly into the water. I'm gonna give it one more good spray on this one. And then I'm gonna bring in the other one over there, which is actually cleaner on the inside, but has a kind of worse valve on it, which is why I wasn't using it for the pig project. All right, it's Sunday. I forget exactly where we left off on the last video, but I'm coming outside right now to turn off the hose for those IBC totes. Generator is out. Let me explain what happened. So I know I said I was going to walk you through everything, but some changes were made based on the timing of the storm. It sped up a little bit, and this morning actually it was already raining when I woke up to come out and finish getting the prep done that I needed to. I just straight away filled those IBC totes. I didn't set up the pig water over there, and the reason why I did that was I decided after thinking if I wanted to use the water from the pig water for other things, if we ran out of water for whatever reason and I needed more than one IBC tote of just kind of general purpose water, it was going to be a pain in the butt to move a full IBC tote out of the pig enclosure. So I just took both IBC totes, I put them right here. I got an adapter where if I want to fill the pig's blue water down there, you can see where we're at right there. You can see that blue barrel. I've got a 3/4 NPT to barb, hose barb fitting that fits on the end of the, it fits in the 2-inch to 3/4 NPT reducer that I have for the totes. That reducer actually fits on those totes, and then there's enough of a grade where we can just run a hose down to that barrel and fill that barrel up just using gravity. We'll make this quick because it's raining and the camera's weather resistant but not waterproof. So 550 gallons of water, 275 times 2. Everyone got filled up this morning. Generator is out here underneath Emma's kiddie pool. We've got way more gas than we would need for the generator, and got 10 gallons of diesel for the tractor if we need that. I haven't fired up the chainsaw yet, but that's never really been an issue. I keep those things in good shape. So that's where we're at for now. Henri,
why don't you go eat some tartars, you snail-sucking mime lovers?
is here. As you can see, I'm getting rained on. So I'm gonna go hang out inside and just shift into hurricane protocol, AKA hang out. We'll touch base as things move along. It's now Monday, right about noon, and this is when it was supposed to be super bad. The highest of winds were supposed to be recorded, power outage widespread, and as you can see, It's not so bad. In fact, the worst weather we were supposed to get actually came while I was preparing for the hurricane. And while I'm a little miffed that the weather forecasters got this so wrong, I gotta say I'm not at all upset that I spent the time prepping for this whole thing that I did. When you're prepping, you're not getting prepared for something that's going to happen. You're getting prepared for something that could happen. Prepping is looking at what situations could happen and making sure you have things in place for if they do. When you hear a hurricane is coming and you say, oh my gosh, I got to do this, I got to do that, you're not necessarily preparing. You're more or less reacting to the imminent threat of a hurricane or whatever it is that's coming. So for us, this sort of thing, even though I've had these IBC totes for years now, literally years, like 3 years, we have our generator and I don't start it up as often as I should, but these are things that I should have done a long time ago. I should have really prepped. And instead, this prospect of a hurricane made me react. And the reaction turned into a prep, because right now it's probably 80 degrees, sunny. There's some high level winds, but nothing really down low. We could still get some bands coming through later. It's sunny. Look, I wish I had sunglasses right now. We could still get some bands of rain. We did get a good bit of rain. I'm not saying it wasn't a good rainstorm, but it was more just rain. It was like any, honestly, it was probably like a lot of July. With that, I hope everyone out there is faring well, that you weren't affected too much by this hurricane if you're up in the Northeast. And if you're in other places in the country, hopefully the weather's treating you well. I know there's a whole bunch of stuff going on down in the South right now, a lot of flooding. So keeping everyone down there in our thoughts and prayers. Otherwise, I hope you're doing well and that you're having a great day. Bye.